Welcome in. Have you ever looked around the office and wondered why two executives with the exact same resume end up on completely different career trajectories? Well, consider me your personal executive coach for our time together today, because this is a high-stakes, one-on-one explainer session. We're going to completely unpack and decode the mechanics of unlocking your hidden professional potential. Look, if you've been feeling like you've hit a ceiling in your career, or if you know you have a higher gear but you just can't seem to find the clutch, you are in exactly the right place. We're drawing from some absolutely foundational concepts of mastering your mind and your destiny, and we're translating them directly into the corporate arena. Get ready to awaken your executive presence. Okay, let's dive into this, because first, we really have to confront a rather painful reality that a lot of professionals face but very few actually admit. Are you running your career on autopilot? You know, in business, relying on standard operating procedures is great for manufacturing, but it is absolute poison for personal career growth. Repeating the exact same automatic thoughts, the same emotional reactions, and the same behaviors every single day guarantees one thing, and that is career stagnation. You're just going to keep getting the exact same quarterly results, the same performance reviews, and the same paycheck. To break this cycle, we have to turn off the autopilot and take manual control. And to take that manual control, we need a roadmap. So our professional development roadmap for today covers 1. Escaping your career autopilot, 2. How fast decisions shape your professional destiny, 3. Mastering emotions under pressure, 4. Leveraging pain and pleasure, and 5. How small habits create massive business results. This is a serious, outcome-oriented sequence designed to pull you right out of your professional rut.
Starting with Section 1, escaping your career autopilot and breaking the cycle of stagnation, we absolutely have to address the urgent problem of living automatically in the corporate world. Because when you operate without conscious intention, you aren't actually managing your career at all. Your environment is managing you. You become reactive instead of proactive. You're just waiting for assignments, waiting for promotions, and ultimately waiting for a level of success that simply won't arrive on its own.
So what's keeping you stuck? It's these autopilot traps: fear, bad habits, limiting beliefs, and emotional reactions. And they're insidious, honestly, because they disguise themselves as just being realistic. You hear it by the water cooler every single day, right? Things like, "I'll ask for that promotion when the market improves," or "I'm just unlucky in this industry," or "I really can't take on that project right now." These automatic limiting thoughts effectively neutralize your executive potential before you even open your laptop. Your career changes the exact moment you decide to stop letting these traps dictate your responses. Moving to Section 2. Fast decisions shape professional destiny. The executive choice. It is time to shift our focus to a core principle that really redefines leadership. It's your decisions, not your current business conditions, not the economy, and definitely not your boss, that ultimately dictate your career trajectory.
And this brilliantly illustrates the dividing line between top-tier executives and everyone else. It comes down to one thing: speed. The successful professional makes quick, firm decisions. They commit fully, and they adapt over time as new data comes in. The unsuccessful professional, they hesitate. They overthink, constantly waiting for a perfect moment that never actually arrives. They blame external factors, and they avoid the discomfort of taking a risk. Think about it. A top CEO literally cannot wait for 100% certainty. They gather the best data they have, make a fast decision, and course correct in motion. If you want to elevate your career, you've got to train yourself to decide quickly and execute firmly.
Section 3. Mastering emotions under pressure. This is the ultimate executive toolkit. In the corporate theater, the most successful leaders are rarely the ones with the absolute highest IQs. Technical brilliance only gets you so far. The true titans of industry are the ones who maintain total calm, focus, and adaptability during a crisis. And emotional control isn't some mystical talent that requires a mountaintop retreat. It's a replicable business procedure. If you're feeling defeated, you are going to make weak, fear-driven decisions. But you can fix this instantly with a state change protocol. Step 1. Shift your posture. Stop slouching in that ergonomic chair. Sit up. Pull your shoulders back. Step 2. Control your breathing. Deep, measured breaths instantly signal your nervous system to calm down. Step 3. Change your focus and your language. Stop saying, "This quarter is a disaster." Instead, ask, "This is a temporary setback, so how do we pivot?" By managing your physical state, you instantly hijack your emotional state, transforming yourself back into a capable leader who's ready to solve the problem. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how you can use your internal dialogue as a diagnostic tool. Your brain is essentially a supercomputer designed to answer whatever queries you type into it. If you ask weak questions like, "Why am I so unlucky?" or "Why does this always happen to me?" your brain will very quickly find answers to validate your victimhood. But switch to powerful questions. Ask, "What can I learn from this failed pitch?" or "How can I improve my presentation skills?" or "What is the exact next step to salvage this client?" Simply asking your brain better questions immediately transforms a negative mental spiral right into productive, strategic action.
On to Section 4. Leveraging pain and pleasure to maximize your behavioral ROI. This is a foundational concept of human psychology applied directly to business. At our core, every single action we take as human beings is driven entirely by one of two forces: the desire to avoid pain or the drive to seek pleasure. Once you understand this, you can essentially hack your own motivation.
We do cost-benefit analysis for corporate projects all the time, right? But we rarely do them for our own behaviors. If you want to stop procrastinating, you have to mentally link massive, unbearable pain to that bad habit. Visualize the pain of career stagnation, the pain of getting passed over for a promotion, the sting of professional irrelevance. Really feel it. Then connect massive pleasure to your good habits, the proactive execution, the networking, the deep work. Link those actions to the immense pleasure of supreme confidence, high energy, financial freedom, and career success. When the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of changing, I guarantee you will execute flawlessly. Think of your underlying beliefs as your individual corporate operating system. Just like a company has a culture that dictates how it operates, your beliefs are the invisible rules governing your actions. Limiting beliefs, things like, "I'm just not a natural leader," or "I am terrible at public speaking," those are outdated software bugs. They literally crash your potential. Successful professionals install empowering beliefs. They tell themselves, "Failure is just data that teaches me," or "I am highly adaptable." Upgrading these invisible rules will automatically and predictably upgrade your business actions and your external reality. Section 5. Small habits, massive business results. Let's talk about daily operational routines. Look, it's a really common misconception that career breakthroughs happen overnight because of one giant heroic leap. They don't. Genuine, lasting career success is the compounding effect of consistent, small, daily operational routines. Let's move to and see how this builds over time. It always starts with daily, consistent action. It's sending that one extra email, reading 10 pages of industry news, or preparing for tomorrow's meeting tonight before you log off. Over time, that consistency hardens into discipline. That discipline then spills over into your personal life, generating better health and supreme confidence. And finally, that unstoppable combination directly yields wealth and success. Small, compounding daily habits are for sure the true, undisputed architects of your professional future. So, the crucial point is that this entire philosophy comes down to one undeniable truth. If you can control your mind, you can control your life. Mastering your emotional state, dictating your own beliefs, and consciously choosing your daily habits, this is exactly how you control your mind. And in the business world, the professional who controls their own mind is the one who inevitably leads the boardroom, shapes the industry, and commands their own career destiny. As we conclude our coaching session today, I have one final question to leave you with. Your giant, your ultimate executive potential is waiting. You are not stuck. Your past performance reviews, your previous failures, your old habits, none of that defines you unless you permit it to. At any given moment, you can make a new decision. You can change your state, upgrade your operating system, and completely transform your future. The power is already inside you, but it only wakes up when you take total responsibility. So what powerful, fast decision will you make today to awaken your executive presence? Think about it, and more importantly, act on it.